Something about dining out seems to carry a certain amount of elegance. Having people wait on us, enjoying meals we can never cook alone, and never washing the dishes. Today, we'll see a restaurant in the depths of the ocean, another restaurant no one knows the location of, and one located on the world's tallest mountain. Hold on tight, subscribe to the channel, and let's take a closer look at the 10 most extravagant restaurants. Number 10. It's a heck of a nice place. A picnic on the beach is a romantic and touching way to enjoy a meal. A dinner on an exclusive private island in the Maldives could be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But what about eating 5 meters below a private island in the Maldives? Well, that's exactly what the diners at Itha Restaurant get to experience each time they visit. Construction of Itha was completed in April of 2015 and is essentially a curved glass capsule that offers patrons a complete 270-degree panoramic view of the endless ocean around them. In fact, it isn't unusual to be dining and experience an enormous manta ray or shark casually passing by. If this sounds like the kind of place you are simply dying to dine though, you may be disappointed. Seats at Itha are in extraordinarily high demand. After all, it only seats 14 people. The unique concept and incredible food earned it the Global Restaurant of the Year award in 2017. Number 9. Sushi a la Masa. The brainchild of Masayoshi Takayama, Masa is considered one of the most exclusive restaurants in New York. Masayoshi grew up in a family devoted to Japanese cuisine. As a child, he would ride his bicycle around to deliver fresh sashimi to neighbors. By the time he reached high school, he had found work catering weddings and soon caught the eye of some of Japan's top chefs, earning him a spot to appreciate under Sugiyama Toshiaki, one of the world's most renowned sushi masters. Masayoshi put these years of experience to work in order to create Masa, an exclusive restaurant where Masayoshi has vowed to deliver only the most sublime of flavors. The sushi counter at Masa is carved from a single piece of flawless hinoki, a special type of wood taken from a cypress tree in Japan. The wood is thought to be sacred and has a light natural lemon scent, and at the end of each day, the board is sanded to return the wood to its natural porous state, which though soft is naturally resistant to moisture and bacteria. If you ever have the chance to dine at Masa, the best seat in the house is said to be at the counter where you can watch the legendary Masayoshi at work. Before we go on, like this video, pop the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell right now, or the ghost in your closet will manifest itself tonight. Number 8. Left in the dark. Many of the restaurants on today's list offer dishes, a location, or an ambiance that you have to see to believe. But this next one is a little bit different. Au Nord is located at the Stade Catherine House in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, with another location in nearby Toronto. All the waitstaff at Au Nord are actually visually impaired, which is actually quite an advantage. This is because none of the diners at Au Nord can see what's going on either. Au Nord creates a one-of-a-kind dining experience by inviting guests to dine in complete darkness. That's right. While the unique environment allows diners a better understanding of life for the visually impaired, it also serves a second purpose. In complete darkness, our sense of touch, hearing, taste, and smell are all amplified. The idea is that this amplification leaves diners with nothing to focus on besides the quality of the food, which many say is top-notch. Number 7. Ultraviolet. Located in Shanghai, China, Ultraviolet promises a dining experience that, in the words of creator and head chef Paul Perret, is turbulent, unpredictable, and unconventional. The dishes at Ultraviolet have been described as many by avant-garde and are delivered as part of a multi-sensory dining experience. The restaurant features just one table that seats 10 people and no one knows where it is. Guests with a coveted reservation to Ultraviolet meet at another of Paul's restaurants called Mr. and Mrs. Bund. But they enjoy a brief cocktail before boarding a van that passengers cannot see out of. After a quick ride, diners find themselves in a stark white dining room with nothing but a table, where each person's name is illuminated on their seat. Once they are settled, the diners are treated to a 22-course meal while the walls magically fill with different scenes throughout the evening. These scenes range from misty forest to futuristic landscapes. What's more, there are 2.5 staff members for each guest, meaning you will never have to wait for anything. Number 6. Futuristic dining. Kabukicho in Tokyo offers a dining experience that you may not have expected in your lifetime. At this cutting-edge restaurant, guests are serviced by staff made up exclusively of robots. And if robo-waitresses weren't enough to pique your interest, guests at Kabukicho also get to enjoy elaborate shows put on by acrobats, dancers, musicians, and massive machines. While some may find the whole thing quite overwhelming, it is a dream come true for sci-fi fans the world over. Number 5. Per se. When Thomas Keller was very young, He was told that food was a means of nurturing people, and that a concept stuck with him the rest of his life. It was in this spirit that he created Per Se, a restaurant that overlooks New York's iconic Central Park. The dining experience at Per Se is centered entirely around the guest, with a choice of 4 different salts to pair with their meal. It wasn't long before Per Se gained quite a reputation, and today, Thomas's creation boasts an impressive 3 Michelin stars. Number 4. A deeper dining experience. Cavern's Grotto is the name of a restaurant located in a 200-foot deep cavern in Peach Springs, Arizona. The restaurant was built into a 345-year-old underground cavern that has been the site of numerous important prehistoric discoveries. While the location is quite unique, the meals offered will likely feel a little more familiar. That's because Cavern's Grotto specializes in traditional American fare, such as burgers, chicken strips, and steak. Number 3. Restaurant Les Maurice. If luxury and opulence are things you look for in a restaurant, then you have to check out Restaurant Les Maurice in Paris, France. This stunning dining room is accented with crystal chandeliers, marble, antique mirrors, and stunning works of art adorning the walls. With this kind of attention paid to the surroundings, you can only imagine the food will be an equally stunning fare. The exquisite restaurant is located inside the world-famous Les Maurice Hotel in Paris, which has been standing along Rue de Rivoli since 1835, when it was conceived by Charles Augustin Maurice, who sought to create a spot that would be welcome to British tourists staying in Paris. Number 2. High-class food. Chances are, if you live in a big city, you're no stranger to pop-up restaurants. But one you may have never heard of is Triagioni. Triagioni is a high-end restaurant in Tibet. However, in 2018, they decided to create a pop-up restaurant in a rather unlikely location. Rather than starting a pop-up in LA, New York, Toronto, or London, they chose the site of a mountain for their first satellite location, and not just any mountain. In fact, it is located at the Everest Base Camp. If you don't know, this landmark of the mountaineering world is located at an elevation of 18,323 feet, not where most people would choose to erect a restaurant. Its unique and wildly inaccessible location garnered it the attention of Guinness World Records, who awarded Triagioni the record for the highest altitude pop-up restaurant in the world. Not surprisingly, the pop-up chef, Chef Sanjay Thakur, and Soundarajan Palaniappan aren't exactly overwhelmed. In fact, just to reach the restaurant requires a physically demanding 4 to 9 day hike up the lower portion of Mount Everest. To combat the grueling environment of the mountain face, the chefs must work quickly in a small tent, and all their appliances are solar powered. Number 1. A journey for your senses. Ibiza is among the best known places in Spain to submerge yourself in the Spanish nightlife. Not surprisingly, it is home to a stunning Hard Rock Cafe location. At the heart of the Ibiza Hard Rock is an exclusive restaurant called The Capsule. The Capsule is like an adult version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and provides a meal for every single one of your senses. While most restaurants are created by business-savvy foodies or a head chef with a vision, The Capsule was created by an ingenuitive group of illusionists, engineers, and screenwriters. A meal here takes 3 hours, and diners are treated to an audio-visual menu, while each course is served to a choreographed number. The music inside the capsule has been composed by award-winning composers and world-famous Ibiza DJs. To create the incredible, submersed experience, the room is essentially a blank palette where all the walls and even the table can be affected through technological feats of engineering. Furthermore, parts of the evening are helped along through the use of VR headsets, allowing users to be transported to faraway worlds in the blink of an eye. Among the various journeys you can expect to experience inside the capsule, guests are taken to space, the depths of the ocean, a 20th century Caribbean, and futuristic casual dining. If you are interested in this one-of-a-kind dining experience, it might be best to make your reservations now, as the capsule only holds 11 people at a time, meaning the waitlist is rather lengthy, and if the dining experience doesn't leave you speechless, the bill probably will. An evening in the capsule costs a jaw-dropping $2,380 per person. That's all for the 10 most extravagant restaurants. Which one was your favorite? Which one would you most want to eat at? Let us know in the comments.